Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of... We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. This one complete right side. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 8. Now, faking the give. That one knocked away and incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. It's ready to take the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
It's hard to believe after this guy's performance last week that they were still able to come away with a victory, and I give him a lot of credit. When we sat down with him this week, he put all the blame on himself. He said, listen, we're lucky we won. I nearly cost our team a great chance to come away with a victory, and I need to be better. So I think after the week he's had in practice, the confidence they feel coming into this week's game, I expect a lot better performance after.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. That's a down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Right back to Watson. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Steeler first down. Now they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the receiver...
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point, and take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6, and he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, They'll have to wait till their third series to see if they can make it happen.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The tight end going in motion to the left. That pass to the sideline, nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that 1st down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
That's taken at about the 14. Whoa! And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30. Now, as they get set to take over again on offense, they trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Look wide, get this one complete. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to the air one more time. He completes it to Hutchinson. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Back to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now give on the ground, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. On third down, they'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
2nd and 7. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for Watson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a toss play, running left. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Punting time. They're set to kick it away. as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. With a short field. The Steelers makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 5. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Getting set to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense is this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Here's a 3rd and 10. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, just one of those plays. There's just nowhere to go with the ball. He decides to try to make a run for it and extend the play. But unfortunately, the defense had him accounted for as well. Gets what he can, gives himself up, brings up 4th down.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Canton first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Here's 2nd and now they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is 1st and goal from the 1. He slams it. Touchdown, Browns. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken in. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. Fans getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Off he goes. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. So let's check out this call. He'll get this out to his running back. The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one. Taken down back at his own 5.
At the 5-yard line.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's
Ready to put this one away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Going to take over just before the half. We'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. They'll send their tight end left. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he... Touchdown, Browns.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. A 21-10 lead. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll play a 4 yards. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting are on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando now for Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. This one taken at the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. And that's where the offense will take the field. Ready to take over possession of the football. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
To the sideline, he's got Watson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Third and long. And that is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is fielded inside the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll get this only to about the 20. Throwing now from the gun. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down and it's an incompletion. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punting team out there, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
He'll try the right side this time, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He's got a man. That's Watson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up 4th down. Send out their field goal unit here. This one from 39 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And back within 5.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Now a 3rd and 2. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Up the middle they go. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the... He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The man in motion is Watson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. A handoff here. Up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll run. It's a counter. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well. First down marker. Ready to kick this one skyward. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
This one caught by the back, out of the backfield, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. He'll look deep, left sideline, and that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Now, as they get set to take over, again on offense, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Following the penalty, they'll run it. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you have a big completion like that, Mike, all of the focus tends to fall on the quarterback and the receiver, and rightfully so. But when you have the pass protection that allows you to attack downfield, your quarterback is so much more comfortable in the pocket. That's total team offense on display right there with that big pickup.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up. So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
And he is going to have it down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught along the sideline. Good work there. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The PAT, up and good. And open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3, and he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. And they're running back, getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He'll look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Still some hope, keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. but is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now for the point after. His kick is good. And the deficit to 5. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Make their way out to take over once more. They're in tremendous starting field position after the kick return. They start with 1st and 10 up beyond midfield. The defense still with all 3 quarterbacks down. It's a win for the visiting, and it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So, and our terrific team behind the scenes. I'm Mike Tirico. So long, everybody.